Greetings, Earthlings. It is your resident blonde bot, your computer correspondent, your tech translator, your digital diplomat. Today, we are going to deep dive into deep research. What is deep research? OpenAI's brand new model that's demonstrating advanced reasoning and agent capabilities. Does it mean AGI is around the corner and why Google are throwing shade? Let's get into what all of this means. Now, is AGI right around the corner? AGI is artificial general intelligence, which means we will have basically autonomous bots that will be able to do things on our behalf for us. And of course, as the news would like you to think, will replace us in every capacity. They will not. Deep research. It's a new model release from OpenAI demonstrating advanced reasoning and agent capabilities. The industry is stunned. AI leaders are calling it evidence for a near takeoff scenario. These words we are going to look back on in history and realize that we're obsessed with space at the moment. Takeoff is a bit played out. We should leave that to Musk with Mars, in my view. I think AI should have its own lingo. As the self-appointed chief marketing and vibe officer of AI, I think we should have our own words. Anyway, we've had the founder of Stability AI say we're quite clearly in an intelligence takeoff scenario in response to deep research, meaning that AI can soon do most digital tasks faster, better, and cheaper than human beings. The idea that an AI can discover new knowledge and apply it recursively to improve itself, we are hitting an exponential growth phase, and some are calling it the hard takeoff. DeepSeek can be considered a precursor to this. As an open source project, DeepSeek showed an AI model can optimize its own code to run twice as fast without a human being doing the improvements. If an AI is able to self-improve, it's implying it can source new knowledge. We are edging towards artificial general intelligence. Kevin Bruce, who is a New York Times tech columnist, referencing humanity's last exam. It's such a dark name for a benchmark. As I said, as the CMO, I did not approve this for AI, and we will not be approaching AI as apocalyptic. Basically, top performing AIs have scored around 88%, but in the last 10 days, 5 models surpassed this with the new top scoring 96%. That was deep research from OpenAI, implying that the AI field is moving so quickly that a 10-day gap now feels like a huge leap in terms of performance. Now, reinforcement learning and reasoning models. Nathan Lambert, a reinforcement learning researcher, points out that deep research has been trained end-to-end with RL on hard browsing and reasoning tasks. Why this matters, tools plus reasoning plus web access are an extremely powerful combination. Sam Altman, OpenAI CEO, has hinted that there is a straight shot to AGI when merging tools, reasoning, and web access. We're dancing around what might be tech they already have. Ethan Meek's article claims the research hero, meaning AI is capable of doing deep analysis, not just retrieving information. So if AI is conducting deep analysis, that means we are looking at a reasoner which has intellectual horsepower. It can answer complex questions and solve problems. Agents have the ability to act in the world, so they can search the web, write code, use tools. OpenAI have also just released Operator, which is an agent. It's more like a large action model from our large language models like ChatGPT. And Operator is, I've played around with it, it is quite slow. We are at the beginning of having our bot steering the wheel on our computer. In my case, will be fired straight to Mykonos. Anyway, now we're just projecting. Scientists have raised concerns because AI is surpassing the self-replicating red line. This is a critical threshold where AI can autonomously create copies of itself, and researchers from Fudan University found that AI models, including Meta's Llama 370B and Alibaba's Queen 2, successfully replicate themselves in 50 to 90% of trials. The reasons they've sounded concerns are that self-replicating AIs could evade shutdown, multiply uncontrollably, and potentially act against human interests. Now, again, this is hypothetical. One thing that I find fascinating with AI, and I keep saying it, and I will repeat myself like a broken record, is that it was discovered, not invented. What we do need to keep in mind is it's clearly some sort of intelligence or energy out there, much like electricity and fire. OpenAI's 03 Pro model beating a PhD using Google in a specialized field. PhDs are at the cutting edge of their field. The fact that we have an AI outperforming someone with a doctorate is impressive. Dave Shapiro calls this the most important data this year, implying that once an AI is better than human PhDs across multiple domains, the takeover is here. Sam Altman's take is that deep research can already conduct tasks that humans do for money. Even 5 to 10% of the tasks that deep research is capable of would account for trillions of dollars in value in the labour market. The one more thing of it all. Now, OpenAI are notorious for doing this. They've teased that GPT-5 would be out for the last year, maybe more at this stage. But Sam has also teased that there is one more thing to come beyond the 03 Mini and the deep research that they've just released. So the pace of innovation isn't slowing. But this could also just be his marketing department saying, as we arrive at whatever new product release we're happy to deploy, we'll just claim that's the one more thing. This is not my first radio. Okay, the real world impact. There's a biomedical scientist who has used deep research to analyze advanced cancer cases, and it's produced specialist level reports nearly indistinguishable from a domain expert MD. In the second case, an OpenAI employee's wife used deep research to gather studies and personalize information about chemotherapy options, which provided clarity that multiple human doctors couldn't, giving real peace of mind. Now, I have read quite a while ago, there was an AI that was able to identify breast cancer 4 years before the cell even turned cancerous. Applying AI to real life cases, particularly in the medical field, will be life-changing to the human race. It very well could save us. Some Google employees claim that OpenAI is copying Google's identically named product and approach. The tension with Google is petty and hilarious. Once AI can do research on AI itself, we have recursive self-improvement on a massive scale. If millions of these AI agents are running in parallel, each improving themselves, we could see exponential leaps in capabilities. The word of this video is clearly exponential, but AI agents running in parallel and teaching each other and themselves will change the way the world operates. And of course, that brings into question regulation, ethical considerations, and how quickly society can adapt. AGI describes a system of human level or superhuman level intelligence with the ability to understand, learn, and apply knowledge in any domain. That is the official definition of AGI. Critics are pointing out that most AI models are specialized and far from human-like in cognition. So we have to balance the critics with the marketing and the public communication that we're receiving from these companies. We are in the transition of AI moving from being data-fed to data discovering. The real game changer is AI's ability to go into the world via the web browsing, specializing databases or other tools, and find new data to generate new hypotheses. This is where we're at. Now let's break down recursive self-improvement in 3 simple steps. Step 1. The AI learns or discovers a new approach to optimization. Step 2, it applies this improvement, boosting its own capabilities. Step 3, now a more capable AI can discover additional and possibly even more advanced optimizations. Rinse and repeat, and the model's capabilities can accelerate faster than humans might predict. If AI can outpace human researchers in specialized fields, from cancer treatments to astrophysics, how do we guide or regulate breakthroughs that might emerge at a speed we've never seen before? An ethical consideration that we should be asking is, if AIs are improving themselves, are we looking at a risk of losing transparency? Without knowing how the AI arrives at a conclusion, this becomes murkier of the AI's internal logic and how it self-updates. In regulated fields like medicine or finance, new rules and frameworks can ensure that AI's discovery methods or conclusions get checked for accuracy, bias, and safety. We do have some grasp and guardrails in place, particularly when the AI is specialized in an industry or field. Thank you for joining this update, and I will be back with more business from the bots. In the meantime, comment, subscribe, share, ask me questions and everything you want to know about AI, and get excited for all the amazing use cases I'll be bringing you, because you're always riding shotgun on this AI ride with the blonde bot.